Hello there and welcome to another episode of In Case You Missed It, a social media show where we take a look all over Chatham-Kent of all those amazing Facebook, Instagram, Twitter groups to make Chatham-Kent really what it is. And as you can tell, Chatham-Kent is filled with a lot of social media groups, but there's one in particular that we haven't really focused on yet today. I wonder which one that is. Oh, that's right, the Municipality of Chatham-Kent. As you can see, we got Toby Kobe still hanging out there from the IPM, and I'm happy to have our guest here, Jim Blake, the Communications Officer for the Municipality of Chatham-Kent. Welcome, Jim.
Welcome, glad to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about social media in the municipality, whether it's print or digital media. Your job entails it all.
Yeah, the most important thing we do is connect with residents, taxpayers, and the greater community beyond Chatham-Kent. I mean, our website is our front door to the world. So we really need to make sure that the information is relevant, it's clear, and it's useful.
On your TV channel, we post a lot of the announcements that you do, whether it's a bridge closure or there's a pothole that's dangerous on King Street. How important is this, obviously, this information to our citizens of Chatham-Kent?
It's very important. I mean, thank you for doing that. The relationship between the government and the citizens is absolutely critical, and to get information that people need to know to them is what we have to do, and social media is a big part of that. We found that if we're going to be relevant, what we really need to do is adapt to what people expect, what they're using. It's not a case of we do this particular way, you have to adapt. We have to adapt to whatever the public wants, and they want information in a variety of ways. They want it on Facebook, they want it tweet, they want it your TV, they want it print, radio. So we have to be everywhere. Yeah. It's really key because as we've seen the last couple of years, there's all kinds of sites which they've been internationally famous for influencing people with incorrect information. So if we're able to get the correct information to the public, they can then make their decision on whether they like what we're doing, don't like what we're doing, but at least they're informed. And that's a key, because the spread of social media and the speed of social media means a story. It used to be that a story could get the truth will travel, or a rumor will travel around the world 3 times before the truth gets out of bed, and that's even more true now. So we need to have the facts out in front of the public. If somebody happens to be saying something that's for whatever reason isn't correct, we can counter that with the correct information, and then people will make up their own mind as to what they want to believe and how they want to act.
And I think that's a huge thing in the media, where I'm not going to get into any logistics, where they hear a rumor and it's posted over Facebook.
Sure.
So how, as a municipality, do you prepare to give the best news to our citizens of Chatham-Kent?
Well, we have a number of business units that are all sending out information on their particular programs, whether it's library, tourism, public health, everyone, economic development. Everyone plays a role in making sure that what they're doing is out in front of the public. One of the things that I do is to monitor social media. If we see something that's on social media that's incorrect, we don't get in any kind of an argument, we don't do that, but we do post the accurate information. There was something regarding budget, last time budget was around, there was a rumor that was clearly incorrect. We posted the correct information and we were thanked, because it was just someone who wanted to know what the actual facts were. So that's a very important role, because it's a lot easier to correct something when it's just beginning than after it's gone on for 5 or 6 days and everybody has that wrong information entrenched as to the truth, and it's not the truth.
Yeah. So let's go from the truth, to fix things up, to the feel-good things. Every council, there's some really great recognitions of some of our nonprofit organizations or a certain individual. How does that make you feel as a representative for Chatham-Kent?
It's a great community. I mean, there's so much going on, and there's so many citizens that are involved in making things happen. The IPM just recently, I mean, that wouldn't have happened. There were 1,000 volunteers, everyone working really, really difficult, doing difficult jobs, physical jobs, time-consuming jobs, and they did a terrific job, and as a result, it's a success. We have the Pinties coming up this week. It's the same type of idea. Without volunteers, without the community support, there is no event in Chatham-Kent that will succeed. So when somebody steps forth, donates their own time, their own money, their own effort, we want to make sure they're recognized, because that's what makes a community. That's what makes us what we are.
That's great. And now we're talking community, and we're coming into the month of October, and the community needs to really rally together here. It's election season.
We went from 39% in 2010 to 42% 2014. Ideally, we'd like to see it over 50% this year.
Absolutely. And of course, online voting is back.
That's one of the reasons we're talking about making sure that the public has the ability to do things the way they want to do them. Online voting was a tremendous success. About a third of all ballots last time were cast online. estimates it could be as high as 50% this time. We had just about 33,000 people voting last time, so that tells you that it's extremely popular. And if you want to vote that way, you've got all the information online from the various sources, and trust your local sources, because these are people that live and work in the community, and you know that folks from local radio, local television, the local newspapers, they're responsible for what they do. So turn to them, get some information, do your own research, and you can do it all sitting at your desk at home.
All the online voting, is this all volunteer based, or is this through the municipality?
The online voting is very structured. We're covered under municipal statute or provincial statute to do these things in a certain way. So the people that are working at the polls, they're being paid. It has to be that way because obviously we want the integrity of the election to be protected. So it's very much a precise, regulated endeavor.
That's great. And I just got my voting card the other day, and I opened it up and I looked at it, and a lot of people might go, I'm not sure how to do this online, but I really want to try this out because, maybe they don't have time to go to the voting polls and they're going on vacation or something. How does one start that? I know all the instructions are there, but how does it happen?
I mean, that's basically you just follow the instructions on the card. If you run into an issue, give us a call to Municipality, 360-1998. And we will straighten it out. Our customer service reps are trained in it. The one thing that you need to do before you go ahead to cast your ballot is to make sure that the information on the card is correct. If it came to someone else who's living at your home or was living at your home at the time of the enumeration, then it's not going to be correct. So make sure your information is correct. Then you're good to go. You can go online. It's extremely simple. If it's not correct, call us. We can get you a card that's updated, and that way you're eligible to vote.
That's great. And I think it's going to be a very exciting election season. A lot of people are all over online about, which candidate's going to be the top candidate there or who's going to be the new mayor. So is there any other information you would like to share about the upcoming election season that the municipality will be sharing online?
Well, we have internet voting from October 1st to 15th. The advanced polls are 11th, 12th, and 13th. Election day is October 22nd. Just educate yourself. I mean, you can go on to our site, Chatham-Kent.ca. There's a section there under elections that'll provide any, information you need about the process. But educate yourself. I mean, talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends. This is a very organic form of government. There's no other government where you can simply say, I'm going to call my counselor. And you don't go through 4 levels of people. You talk to your counselor and you say, I like this or I'd like that. And believe me, they really need it and they respect it, and it matters. When someone calls Civic Center, a citizen, about an issue, it's important. Yes. And when somebody calls a counselor or a mayor, it's important. So don't be afraid. Pick up the phone, give us a call. Educate
yourself. That's a great thing. And that's why, municipal politics, I think a lot of people have a great passion for, because it is our community. Mm-hmm. And, in everything that the municipality does to promote all of our services and just what's coming up in there, it's a great thing that you guys do for our community.
Well, it's your money. It's taxpayers.
It's your money.
It's taxpayers'
Touche.
money. And they have every right to expect us to send. We can't do everything that everyone wants. We're mandated in some areas, but if you want to influence your community, get out and vote.
That's great. Hear that? Get out to vote. October 22nd it is.
Yes, it is.
And make sure if you don't have your voting card, the municipality, all those amazing customer care representatives will help you out and make sure you're ready to put your ballot in there. And I know, I can see you're flapping it. So yeah, just check out the Facebook page, Municipality of Chatham-Kent, for any information. Jim, thank you very much for coming on the show and give us all the information about voting season.
You bet.
And we'll see you all for another episode next month of In Case You Missed It. Take care.